Hi there, my name is Kim Berkeley. I'm one of the authors of the Speaking Out About Self-Injury blog over on HealthyPlace, and today I wanted to talk about creating your own self-harm mantra for recovery. Now, this is a pretty easy process. It's nice and simple. You don't need a lot of tools, you don't need a lot of resources. Mostly you just need some time to yourself and a little bit of patience. The first step is just to sit down somewhere quiet, get some time to yourself for a little while, and just think about what it is that you want your mantra to be about. So you might ask yourself questions like, what motivates you? What do you want out of recovery? What are your goals in the short and long term? You might think about, what kind of doors getting better will open up for you. For example, you might make your mantra something about the job that you want to be working, or it might be about getting healthier or getting better, anything like that. At this stage, you don't want to worry about being specific necessarily. Just write down anything and everything that comes to mind. And that is my second step, is to write while you're thinking. This isn't absolutely necessary, but I think it's really helpful, not just for organizing your thoughts, but also just making them more concrete. It can really help you get a better feel for what you react the most strongly to. Do write it down and then see how you feel about it afterward. The final step, once you've got everything out and you've gotten everything written down, is just to start whittling it down to the most essential parts. So one way to do this is to look for patterns. Maybe a lot of what you've written has to do with just being healthy, and so maybe your mantra is just, I am well, or I am healthy, or something like that. Or it might be something in the future that you're working toward, like feeling better going out with people and feeling healthier. In my case, for example, the thought that I kept coming back to was the kind of person that I wanted to be, and how recovery would get me closer to that person. So it took me a few times, but eventually the one that I came up with and that I still use today is, I am strong, I am beautiful, and I can do this. It's nice and simple, it's easy to remember, and even though it's very simple in wording, it's got a lot packed into it, a lot of meaning packed into it for me. So it makes it that much more powerful that there's this unique meaning behind it that I understand and that I can hold on to when I'm having a hard time. And that is my last tip for you, is to remember that it is okay if the first or second or third or however many mantras you go through, if those don't work at first. Like a lot of things in recovery, it can take a bit of time and some patience to really figure out what works best for you. So don't be afraid to go back to the drawing board if you feel like maybe the mantra you've come up with isn't quite what you need right now. And this is another reason to keep those notes handy, because instead of going back to the beginning, you can go back to what you wrote and simply try and approach it from a different angle, or just think about it in a different way to come up with a different mantra. So yeah, hopefully this helps. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave a comment on the blog and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Take care.